Okay, we're finished. We are going home now. Okay. Okay, let's go. Whoa. When we arrived here, the parking lot of the trimming salon, there was a dog, black dog. I think it's a Japanese dog, Japanese breed, I think. And the dog was outside of the owner's car, and this lady was with him. I think he was the owner of the dog. Okay. And my dog, as usual, started barking at the dog. That's why I stopped my recording, so that you wouldn't have to listen to my dog barking so loudly. And I really hope that the dog would get into the car as soon as possible, but the owner let the dog stay outside for a little while, and as you might expect, my dog kept barking at the dog. It was really loud. I didn't like it very much, but I couldn't stop my dog either. I was totally helpless. But I couldn't wait for the dog, the other dog, which was outside the car, outside his or her owner's car, for the dog to get in the car any longer. So I decided to get my dogs out, but the car of the owner of the dog and my car was not very close, so that was totally safe. It was totally okay for me to get my dogs out, even though one of my dogs named Goro, which always barks at other dogs without any reason. I don't know. There is some reason for him to bark at other dogs, but I don't know the reason why he barks so much at other dogs. Does he really want to play with them, or he barks because he's scared? I don't know. Anyway, and the owner of the dog, who was a lady, this lady was pretty sweet. Since one of my dogs named Gara, the dog which was barking, tends to stand up with his hind legs like humans do. And it was humorous, it was funny, it was strange, it was hilarious. So the lady, oh my goodness, he found another dog already. Yes, there's this man walking his dog, and it's a small dog. Looks like Goro, actually. Goro is a mixed breed, Pomeranian and Papian. Okay, mixed breed. and that dog he barked at was, I think, Papian. I don't know how to pronounce this word. Okay, well, it was it's so stressful. I feel stressed out every time my dog barks. Okay, anyway, the lady was sweet and she was very nice, and she smiled at my dog standing on his hind legs. Okay, and it was a very relaxing moment because I always feel a bit anxious about other dog owners. If my dog starts barking, it can be annoying, right? So I feel anxious every time, but she smiles at us and I was so happy about it. And so this is not something that I wanted to talk about today. On my way back home, I actually wanted to talk about this YouTuber. Okay, he's one of my favorite YouTubers, and he teaches English. He's American. He's living in Japan, actually. Okay, and every Thursdays, I don't know, he has this live show. He has his live stream in the morning in Japan time, and today on Thursdays, another of my favorite YouTubers named Tanya also has her live stream in the morning in Japan time. And since I was really tired this morning, I didn't know if I could join her live stream. But when her live stream started, I was awake. I woke up pretty early this morning, but after walking my dogs, since I was so tired, I went back to sleep. It's a short nap. It was a short nap, and I knew that today she was going to have her live stream, so I really wanted to join, but I didn't know if I could because I was pretty tired. But by the time her live stream started, I was awake, so that was a coincidence. So I was able to join her live stream, and after her live stream, shortly after her live stream, another live stream of another of my favorite YouTubers started, and by the time I noticed that he was having his live stream, it was almost over. But anyway, I started watching his live show, and at the end of the live show, he said something really shocking to me. He's always talking about how to become a fluent English speaker. Okay, and at the end of his live stream today, he said that to be a fluent speaker, you should listen a lot. Okay, repeating the same word, same expressions, same set of phrases, same sentences over and over again won't will not make you fluent, but by listening all those expressions in context, in different situations, you have to listen to this same word, the same expressions many times in different situations, spoken by many different kinds of people, okay? And then it'll become natural to you because you know how to use the word, how to use the expressions, how to use the sentence in a real sense. And this is the only way that makes you fluent in a real sense. Basically, he always says this, okay, over and over again. He has his live show every Thursday, every week. But basically, oh my goodness. Gonna sit. Sit. Oh, okay. The dog, another dog, went away, which is relieving. But I feel tense because I'm stopping in the middle of a slope. Okay, this makes me feel so nervous. Okay, please go. Okay, go. I was so scared. There's this nick of time. Is it okay? Nick of time. It's just 1 second, 2 seconds. But even though I tried to apply for the break, it didn't seem to work. Okay, because I was in the middle of a steep slope, not steep, okay, slope. So it made me so nervous. Okay, where was I? Yeah, basically, that is what he always says. Okay, always not says, right? The pronunciation of S-A-Y-S, says, right? Why? Because when you say, it's A, right? Say. But when this word has S at the end, which is for singular third party, right? Then it can be changed to says, right? It's confusing. I didn't remember if I learned this from my teacher. No one taught me this. But the other day, this Russian woman who speaks perfect English said so in her video, and that was shocking to me too. Okay, anyway, getting back to where I was, my favorite YouTuber who teaches English on YouTube, and he has more than 1 million subscribers. He's a very famous YouTuber when it comes to teaching English YouTubers, okay? But not so many people come to visit his live stream, and he wonders why. Okay, he said so the other day. He didn't understand why, even though he has so many subscribers. But dogs are everywhere. It makes me feel so nervous. I'm so sorry if my dog barks. Okay, the dog went away. So he won't find him or find the dog anymore. But another dog is coming. He wonders why, even though he has so many subscribers, but not so many people come to watch his live stream. The answer is simple, I guess, because he no longer makes very complicated videos or something. He only has his live shows every Thursdays, and basically what he says is only one thing, that repeating the same sentences or same phrases over and over again 100 times will not make you fluent. You have to listen the same expression, same word, same thing in different situations from different kinds of people, and then it sounds familiar to you, right? And then you know how to use the word in a real sense, right? Not only word but also expressions and sentences or phrases, right? And this makes you fluent. And he said that if you want to be a fluent speaker, I don't know, it's not right for you to speak to yourself, because speaking to yourself will not make you fluent. And I was like, what? Because I'm speaking to myself every day, right? To be a fluent speaker, right? Yeah, this is not the only thing that I try to do, of course. I listen to a lot of English spoken by many people, okay, various kinds of people. There are I have some favorite speakers, okay, and it's comfortable to listen to their English. Yeah, I have some of my favorite speakers, but still I try to listen various kinds of English, okay, in a different situations, and I practice spoken English by speaking to myself, right? Like this. And he sounded as if speaking to yourself weren't effective at all. But I think I get his intention wrong, right? Speaking to yourself helps, right? Yeah, I really hope so. If you don't do any input, like listening to a lot of English, or reading English without doing these things, I think it's totally natural that you cannot improve your English. But Steve Kapman, who is a very famous polyglot, used to say that, I don't know where, in which video he said so. It was a long time ago, okay? When I heard him saying this was a pretty long time ago, so I don't know which video, in which video he was saying this, but okay, he said that at a certain point of time, okay, he really has to, you have to practice speaking by speaking up, okay? He said so, meaning that if you want to be a fluent speaker, and if you are over intermediate, okay, and if you really want to be at advanced level, then you really have to speak, right? You really have to improve your spoken English by speaking, right? But when I heard that YouTuber in the live stream saying that you cannot be a fluent speaker by speaking to yourself, that's not right? And I think I got what he meant wrong, I think. I think it's okay for me to speak to myself as my spoken English practice. Speaking English practice. I really hope so, because then does he mean that even without doing any speaking practice, if you keep listening to a lot of English, so that all the words and expressions and all the English have become natural to you, then without practicing saying any single English, you can be fluent? I don't think so, because when we were kids, we actually spoke lots of English, in my case Japanese, right? Your native tongue, right? At first, you must have listened to what your parents say to you or something like that, or you must have listened to people around you a lot, but you actually practice speaking, right? You didn't mean to practice, but you actually there were many times you said something in your mother tongue, right? Meaning you train yourself. Oh my goodness, the railroad crossing is closed, and it doesn't seem to be open anytime soon. Something must have happened, and it is stopping the railroad crossing to open. Well, there must be an accident or something. If I had known this, I would have used a different route to get back home. And I lost my confidence again when I listened to myself speaking English in my previous video, okay, in yesterday's morning practice. Okay, I tried to speak slowly, intentionally, okay, because every time I speak English in my car, I tend to speak more slowly, and while I'm speaking, I feel dumb, okay, but later when I listen back to it, always it turned out that it isn't that bad, okay. So I thought that it is better for me to speak slowly, and in yesterday's speaking practice, when I was speaking English in front of a camera, I tried to speak slowly and clearly, but when I watched myself speaking that way, I felt so frustrated, and it was really annoying. It was unnatural. That's why it made me frustrated. I didn't like it at all, and I lost my confidence because I didn't sound right. My intonation, and someone told me that probably because of my cadence of words, cadence of English, or how the way I deliver English. And all these years I tried to shadow or copy my favorite speakers, and I thought that I had done enough practice already, but once I speak English, I don't sound right, and I wonder if it is okay. Or I don't know if this is something that I shouldn't pay attention to much, because this is just the outer layer, right? Like fashion, like you're wearing a very good looking clothes and it makes you feel good. But what if you are not a good person? Even though you are wearing a very nice clothes, it doesn't mean anything, right? Because inside you is not good, not presentable, right? In a real sense. Okay, the railroad crossing opened at last, and if you have some very important messages that you want to deliver to people, then how you speak is not very important, right? But oh my goodness, I really have to go, but can I? Oh my goodness, there are so many people walking, so I have to let them go first. Oh my goodness, why is this car waiting? Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Do I really have to? Wow. Okay, my house is just around the corner. When I turn this corner, this is my... Okay, I arrived here. Okay, I really hope that I was able to make myself understood. But since I arrived home, I'm gonna finish recording. Okay, it was a bit tiring, and every day I have some kind of problems in terms of my spoken English, and it seems to be endless. It can be a bit discouraging, but if I want to be a better English speaker, I really have to continue, right? So I really hope that I won't be so discouraged. And okay, that's about it for today, and I'm gonna talk about this some other time. Okay, thank you for listening. I really hope that you have a wonderful soon weekend, right? Bye bye.